Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video, and boy have I got a fight that I believe a lot of you are going to enjoy, and I also believe a lot of you will also enjoy the way this fight ends. So make sure that you watch the whole entire thing, and please don't just skip to the end to see what happens. Watch the whole entire video. It is not going to have the same effect if you just skip to the end to see what happens. But right here I am using Jon Bones Jones. We are doing the classic Jon Jones versus Daniel Cormier matchup, and this was kind of like, I would describe this fight as, you know, me dipping my toes in the water, just getting back to using Jones, because it has been a while since I used Jon Jones. And I was just getting ready to do a fighter showcase with Jones, and I wanted to get used to him again, get used to his strikes, his speed, the way he flows. And I have a set game plan that I use when I'm facing DC. As you can see right there, he goes for that body left hook. I was able to block it and come right up with the uppercut. So I have a set way of facing DC. A lot of DC fighters you run into, they're in your face nonstop. They're trying to take you down. They're trying to throw combos at your head nonstop over and over again. But going into this fight, immediately I realized that, okay, it's not going to be the classic DC user. It's going to be the, I would say, the most frustrating type of DC user to face for me personally. You know, I have a thing, like a pet peeve, of running into players who are using fighters known for their grappling, but then use that fighter like he's an outside fighter. You know what I mean? So immediately, I mean, this dude, he was moving forward here and there, but I didn't get that relentless Daniel Cormier feel from him. It kind of felt like I was facing Gustafsson at times, you know? Like, you know, he's kind of moving backwards, using a lot of, you know, head movement, lunging, you know, feinting, you know, lunging to the side and over it. You know what I mean? Just right there, he shoots a takedown, able to deny it. And I am not proud to admit it, but whenever I run into a player like that, it is very easy to frustrate me because I don't like seeing it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm facing someone that's using a grappler or someone that's aggressive, that's supposed to be aggressive, I kind of want to see that. So he threw me off. It really threw me off the way he was playing, the way he was using DC. Only one takedown attempt in round number 1. So I kind of had to, like, modify how I was approaching the fight and kind of play Jones. Like, right there, he gets me down. Finally, we're grappling. But anyways, I had to modify the way I was using Jon Jones and kind of use him like I would use Jones if I was facing Gustafsson. You know, I wasn't throwing my knees. I wanted to throw my knees. You know, I wanted to use my elbows and, you know, fight an inside fighting style of fight, but I didn't get to do that. Anyways, currently we are on the ground, and I'm trying to work him a little bit, you know, just making sure that I'm using all of my weapons with Jon Jones. And so far, the first round, I would say, was weird. And again, I was just slowly getting a bit, just a tiny little bit frustrated that he wasn't doing what I expected him to do with DC. But then again, it's not my game. People can play the game however the hell they want, and it is my job, the job of the player, to adapt to however anyone is using whatever character. So round 1 is over, and I was like trying to come up with a game plan in my head. Like, do I force a takedown on him? Do I just hang back and make this a really boring fight, or do I take the center of the cage and try to pressure him? So let's see what happens. Try to go for that spin to the body. You know, he throws a teep and then steps back, shoots, able to deny it. Like, I would say the style that he was using was kind of like what you would expect from GSP. You know what I mean? Really technical striking, and right there he gets rocked. I was saying, like, the style he was using was kind of like GSP, like really technical striking on the feet, and then timing-based takedowns, not like the Khabib or DC style where they force you to the cage and make it an ugly, dirty dog fight, you know? But he shoots. I mean, he fakes the takedown, kicks my leg, Goes for the switch to the body.
He got tagged there.
And I mean, at this point, I was fairly okay with Jones. I mean, I kind of understood what I needed to do. But watching the fight back, like at this point, I definitely was not as patient as I could have been. And look at this. He's like lunging all over the place. I get rocked. He shoots. Like I said, man, like my frustration level was just rising and rising. I was like, why the fuck are you using DC? Like what the fuck are you doing? He catches the kick, gets a takedown. See what I mean? It's like, it's a very clean style that he's using. A kind of style that I would absolutely be praising on a regular day. Like if he had Gustafsson and he was doing this, I'd be really praising it, but because he's doing it with DC, it's making me feel some kind of way as I was playing, and that's something that I should not have allowed to happen. I should not have got frustrated at that, but I did. Just giving you guys an insight into how I think. So, anyways, he's still feigning. Looking for leg kicks, lunging all over the place.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Just being really clean with his striking.
So much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range.
I go for a head kick one more time. Try to push head kick. I kind of expected him to block his body on that, but he didn't. He blocked his head accordingly.
He misses with it there. Outstanding kick there by Jones. And he connects with the punch.
He goes for that same combination he used to rock me. The lead, the jab followed by the lead hook, and then with the rear uppercut. That's a very good combination. And this round is over. Probably say that it was a round that he won. He was able to get the rock, but man, he is being so passive with DC, scaling the cage, you know, lunging on every attack, not moving forward, and oh my goodness, it was weirding me the hell out. We touch gloves, and round number 3 starts, same thing. And a lot of times I can kind of get people to move forward by purposefully assuming a defensive posture. Like, you know, when the round starts, I won't move forward. I would kind of like, you know, back up a little bit. And a lot of times players will start moving forward, and he gets a rock right there. So right here at this point of the fight, I was getting frustrated. Like, what the hell? I'm getting rocked on this bullshit because this dude is not fighting like I expect him to fight, and he shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, that's the truth. That, like, there's really no reason to get frustrated at it. It is what it is. But just letting you guys know how I was feeling. Right there, I'm throwing these head kicks that I usually don't throw like that. I go for a takedown. Fake, go for the real one. Dump him. Deny that.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
I believe he goes for it one more time and gets it. Yep, he gets it.
Elbow. Effective punch there by Jones.
And at this point of the fight, I was like, I wanted to finish him. I wanted to stop him. You know, like I had respect for the player because the way he was striking was good. You know, you could tell he understood the striking system. His movement was fine. He knew when to lunge. He knew when to throw his combinations. He knew when to move his head. So he knew what he was doing striking wise. But I kind of wanted to to get him, to beat him, because he was doing that with DC. You know, so trying to damage him on the ground, do some work here. And again, he's doing a really good job defensively. Blocks all those punches. And right here, he was doing exceptional work in guard, able to stop me. Boom. Even though I was faking all over the place, he was able to reverse it. And now I'm on the bottom. He tries a few fakes. I try to get to backside. He denies it. I believe he makes his way to half guard here. And he gets it. I reverse him to back sitting. And right here, I'm like, I'm not sure who's winning this fight. I've been rocked. He has also been rocked. I feel like I am landing more of the shots, but he's landing the bigger shots. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the classic John Jones versus DC. Jones is always usually up when it comes to volume. He's able to land more strikes, but DC tends to land the bigger shots. You know, the shots with the boom, you know, the overhands, the massive hooks, and that's kind of how it was with this fight. And in round number four, I mean, look at me. You see me click it, skip. That just tells you how frustrated I was in this fight. I was like, let's go. Let's go. I had no patience. I was out of character completely. And I was like, I just wanted to knock this dude out. And that is the wrong way to use John Jones. Absolute wrong way to use Jones. I shoot, get him down.
Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy.
We're on the top, landing shots, trying to keep things, trying to keep him damaged. He's able to get right back up to his feet. Good job. And again, he is just throwing the kind of strikes you do not expect from DC. Leg kicks, lunging. Look at that. Nice head movement.
As such, he leans right into that uppercut, left the head wide open, and I'm not sure how many more of those, Joe, he's going to be able to take.
It would have been nice to see, to face this dude with Gust. If he had Gustafsson, that would have been a good matchup.
That one hurt.
Right there. I'm like, get your ass back to that cage. Like, it might look like I'm being patient right now, but at this point of the fight, I really was not. Like, you know, I am feigned, but you can tell from the strikes I'm throwing that I wasn't, because I was throwing head kicks. And when's the last time you guys saw me just chuck head kicks at people? I don't do that. I usually set it up really well, and I'm usually very, very careful and very patient, no matter how frustrated someone's trying to get me. But right here, man, I'm like whiffing knees, trying to trick him into coming forward. I mean, you see me back up a little bit, and like, and then he doesn't really come forward. He comes forward, throws a strike, moves right back. Right there, comes forward, but then he's not committed. I'm like, God damn, I've not been able to use my knees at all. Maybe DC could learn something from this. Maybe DC could completely switch things up on John Jones. I throw a freaking head kick again. And now I'm using the push a lot more. My whole entire goal here was I want to finish this fight. Back him up. Land to the body. He's faking that switch to the body as well. I'm also trying to annoy him with the teep. Like, I'm pulling out all the stops. Like, annoy him with the teep, back up. Just, I want to get him to come at me. Like, come at me. But nope, he was not. He was dead set on playing outside fighting with DC. Round is almost over. We got a few seconds left. I go for a head kick, uppercut, left hook, and I'm dead. And he knocks me out cold. And with that, this is going to be the next episode of My Mistake. My mistake in this fight was very simple. I was not patient. I was too emotional. I was out of character, and I was trying too hard to finish the fight, and because of that, I got my head knocked off clean. Hopefully you guys can learn something from that. Try to keep your cool no matter what the opponent is doing. Fight your fight. Don't worry about what the other person's doing. And go from there. But that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Those of you that wanted to see me get KO'd, hope this satisfies that lust, that hunger. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching, people. See you guys tomorrow.